let's talk about what is on the loom, shall we? Okay, I'm in a different spot, so I feel like my technology is all weird. All right. Let me put this over here. Okay, let me move the things around so you can see. Okay, wait. I'm moving me. I'm moving the camera. I'm moving pretty much everything. Okay, so, boy, these don't look like my colors at all, do they? Can you see? These are, welcome. These are not Chris's colors. This is like, do you remember the movie Turner and Hooch? When he goes through, he's like, this is not your room. That's what this feels like. These are not your colors. However, I'm doing a custom, I'm doing a custom project. My friend Lisa, who I've known for a gajillion years and then some, she is part of our Girls Weekend crew. We all met way, way back when we all worked at Discover, the credit card. And she has been with me through a lot. So when I saw her, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago now, for Girls Weekend, she's like, hey, sadly her grandma had passed away in the last year and a half, 2 years, somewhere in there. She's like, I have some of grandma's blouses. Would you make something with it? Absolutely. I love this kind of project. It's been a very long time since I've done anything with this kind of repurposing idea. So I'm really looking forward to it. But here's how that goes then. I like to gauge the colors of the warp per what grandma wore, what kind of colors are in the blouses. I don't have them with me, but you'll see plenty of it in the future. So playing off of the colors of grandma's blouses, I came up with this beautiful collection of spring pastel colors, which hopefully will look a lot like grandma when it is all finished. We're going to make wallets, like little tiny cute little pouches, big enough to put credit card, ID, a little money, some change, whatever. Like, it's going to be that kind of size. We're going to do a whole slew of those for Lisa and her family. So I am sitting at the back of the loom. I am like squat height, just so that I can be as close and comfortable to the back end of the loom as possible. So I dress my loom from front to back, which means that the moment it comes off the warping board, it goes, I slay the reed next. So I like to sit at a table, spread it all out, slay it in comfort, no problem. So that means that this is kind of step 3 for me, is to sit behind the loom, get as close as I can, and then thread the heddles. Now, the one trick here is that it's all backwards. Now, it doesn't matter in this case because it's all just a straight draw. If you are brand new, friends, let me explain. A straight draw is like the place that you start when it comes to threading the heddles. My loom is a 4 shaft, so I have 4 of these sweet little shafts right here. And with a straight draw, you just thread them 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over and over again. So that is where I am in the process. Now, let me say a little sidebar here is that in our online Weavers Guild, I put out a challenge. We have a quarterly challenge for the Online Weavers Guild, which is so fun. And up to this point, it's been, make something X, Y, and Z, fill in the blank. But because I needed a challenge for the start of the new year, I thought, wouldn't that be cool to have a challenge that's a little more not based on what you're making, but based on how you like behavior based, if that makes sense. So the challenge is currently to weave 30 days in a row consecutively. And I gotta say, it has been probably the biggest challenge for me, honestly. And that's kind of how it goes, right? When you're like, what would be helpful to me? What do I need to do? 30 days in a row. I think I'm on day 21. Now, I did not take on the Cindy from Prince Edward Island rules. This is a different set of rules that are much more strict. I took on the looser Chris Acton rules. That means that I could just do something weaving related every day. Cindy, we love Cindy, but she was like, no, you have to be weaving every day. I'm like, okay, that's, you can aim for that. I knew there was no way it was going to happen if I adopted that version. So I am just doing something on my project for a short amount, for some amount of time every day for the challenge. So anyways, if you love that kind of stuff, you're like, okay, I want to be part of this fun group that has quarterly challenges, you can always join us over at the Online Weavers Guild. Let me show you exactly what is happening over here. So let me see. I am on this side. Are you gonna be able to see that? Okay, let me even move a little further. Oh. Let me move and not fall over on my face. That's always the goal. when you do live at the loom is not to fall on your face. I mean, I've already tripped over a million words today, so it'd just be par for the course. Okay, so for this, because I have a jack loom, I have these pesky little clips here in the middle. So I like to start in the middle and work one way and then go the other. You do you, friends, whichever makes the most sense in your head for how you want to thread everything through the loom, in this case, in a straight draw threading. So I am crazy about organizing my looms, organizing my yarns. That's the word. Organizing my yarns as I go. So I typically do it in a little slip knot for every inch, and that just kind of helps me stay on track, because I know that this is all, the set is 8 ends per inch. I want it to be nice and wide so that you really focus on all those great little repurposed strips from grandma's blouses. Like, that is the whole goal. So I know that 1 inch is going to be 8 ends. And in this case, because I'm doing a straight draw, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's kind of nice math if that works. Like, all the numbers kind of come together. They all converge at the same. It's all going to work together. Here's what it looks like. So I'll take the next bundle. I'll set it free. Kind of pull this over here. Now, it doesn't really matter the direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. It doesn't matter so much, especially not in this case. In some instances, it might, the orientation, but this, no, don't even worry. So take my little group, pull the next one through. By the way, I find that this is one of those places in the process where you must have good light, because there's something about the dimension of trying to put the yarn through the eye and make sure it's going straight through and not twisting around the eye of the heddle. It just seems like a key spot when you just have to have good light. It's just, there's no two ways about it. So I have a light above that has like an adjustable, what's it called? A gooseneck? Is that what it's called? And that's been a game changer. So wherever you are, whenever you're doing this part of the process, any part of the process, honestly, but this part especially, it just gets dark in the kind of interior of the loom. So make sure you got plenty of light. As a matter of fact, okay, so see, I'm not the spring chicken that I used to be. I will take my ring light, which is over here to shoot on my face, and there are times if I'm really struggling, I will bring the ring light like right out. I'll drop it down and I'll bring it right in, so it's like a spotlight on whatever's happening right here in the middle of the loom. So let me know this, friends. How do you light up your loom when you're doing a step like this in the process? Let me know, because I'm always on the hunt for other lighting ideas, especially as I've gotten older. Like, I just don't trying to differentiate, especially dark colors. It's tougher. It's not impossible, but it's tougher. So basically, you see what I'm doing, right? I'm just, I always leave them together, especially because it's cotton. They like to stick to each other, little ends, which is nice. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4. So I start out looking at, like, I'll kind of give it a tug if it's hard to see which one comes next. I'll separate that from the group, put it over here, come over, grab the next heddle, and go from there. Steady as she goes. Now, I've had students, especially, that talk about how it's very beneficial to actually pull out the heddles that they need ahead of time, so that kind of helps them double check their work. So I think that's a great idea. If that helps you do it accurately and with less stress as you go, that's the goal, isn't it? How do you dress a loom with as little stress as possible, and it gets the job done? See, that is my question. Karen says, my hubby hooked up an under counter light on my table loom. Ooh, that's brilliant. Who is this? Let's see. I have a strip of adhesive LED lights attached to the underside of my castle. Ooh, that's smart. Galen says, I have an adjustable light that really helps these old eyes. Yeah. Connie says, I take the back beam off so I can get closer to the heddles. Yep. Me too, sister. Carrie says, yep, threading heddles definitely needs good lighting and seating position. Yes. Yes, seating position. That is for sure. Carol says, light up the loom to work on it like a maximum security places. Okay, okay, wait. Carol. Oh, Carol. Light the loom to work on it like a maximum security prison on the sun. I have an LED battery work light from Ryobi. Dust bunnies burst into flames in his presence. Oh, Carol. Yes. All the lights. Kim says, I use all the lights I can get. Yes. Oh, see. Yep. Okay, so let's see. I got two more here. Now, here's what was interesting is that when I went to design the colors for the project, first of all, I wanted to incorporate all the colors that were in Grandma's blouses. But you also know how I feel about pink. So I didn't want to ignore the pink, but I also didn't want to highlight the pink, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So I made sure that the majority of the colors are not pink. There is pink included, but it's not even like in the repeats, not even an inch. It's a small amount. Anyways, so that is the project. Here, I'm gonna see if I can bring you in a little closer even so you can kind of really see the what's happening and kind of see how it's going. And what I'll do then is that I will it's hard to hold this and talk to you at the same time. Go figure. I will weave kind of the rest of this going 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and then I'll come over here and I'll go 4 3 2 1 4 3 2 1. So everything is kind of going the same way in the heddles. Yes. Carol says not pink, cotton candy. Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. There are different variations of pink. I don't mind like a really rich, dark pink, but the pastel baby pink is not my favorite. Not my favorite. Oh, I like this. This is good, Karen. When your eyes cross, get up and do something else. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. That's a great reminder. Pardon me. I find that when I'm doing something like this, that I have to set my timer for like 30 minutes and be like, okay, time, get up, go make tea. Usually it's all about the tea. When the tea gets cold or when it's empty, then I'm like, okay, it's time, get up, do something else. And if I'm feeling good, I come right back to it and go for there. Yeah. Lori says, yep. There are times to walk away before you're wearing a straight jacket. Please don't let it get to that point, please. It's not. Nope. Constance says, I found a great light on Amazon, LED adjustable light temperature, and it stretches across my 20-inch loom. That's brilliant. That is fantastic. Yes. Okay. All right, friends. That was good, right? So here's what is coming up next. I will be finishing all of this and then I'll wind it on and then we'll start the project. I need to start slicing into Grandma's blouses, which is always a moment. I take like a million pictures of all the blouses like before I take scissors to them because I'm like, okay, here is how they looked on Grandma. They're not going to resemble any of that by the time I'm done with it. So yeah, we'll see. And I think we'll see. I haven't even discussed this with Lisa yet, but I think I have enough fabric that I can actually use the blouses for the lining in the wallets. That would be sweet, right? Because then you'd have like the actual, yeah. Yep. Okay, friends, this has been fun. Kira